Hi everyone, my name is, I need to stop putting my hands in front of my mouth. My name is Diana and I work with high school students. It's really fun, and I'm also studying teaching, and I also work part-time in a restaurant. The hustle is real. I want to share with you guys a little bit about a time where I sort of felt like I was in the desert. And this time was actually pretty recent. I've been feeling really like dissatisfied and kind of like numb. Yeah, it was sort of like a slow decline. I came off a year of net ministries, which is this thing where you're like with people, you're on a team, something new is happening every day, you've got a purpose, praying every day with your team and by yourself. As soon as I finished net, I was like, I'm gonna pray every day for an hour. And I had all these like expectations of what prayer would look like when I wasn't a missionary. And it was really hard. I started working and I've started studying now, and life, just like being a Catholic person, is a lot harder than being a missionary and trying to connect with God. You're not at a school with a chapel every day. You don't have people always around you that share the same beliefs as you and that want to talk about prayer. And I found like I was seeking out community really well. Like I was like looking for people that shared my values and shared my faith. But I think what I sort of forgot about was like the actual relationship with God. The other day, I was going to mass with a few friends and I was like pretty tired. Like I'd had my first day of uni. One of my friends, she was going through an examination of conscience. An examination of conscience is like just like some questions that you ask yourself. It's something you do before you go to confession. She was like, do you want a copy? Because she had like these little booklets. So she gave me one. And I started looking at it and I was like, oh my gosh, like I haven't been to confession in a really long time. And I really want to go, but there was this part of me that was like, no, like I'm so embarrassed though. I just hadn't been in a while, and I was like, I really, really want to go because I know I have experienced like the healing power and the mercy of God through that sacrament so many times, and it's so incredible. But I think, just a part of me was really like not wanting it, like, and not thinking I really like even deserved it. I decided I was going to go to confession. So I started examining my conscience, started praying. I started to sort of get excited. Like I was like, oh yay, like I'm going to go to confession. And I was so weirded out by this feeling of like excitement and anticipation for the mercy that I was going to receive. And I went in there and I came out and I just felt so like light. I didn't even realize how heavy and weighed down I was feeling before I went in there. But I came out and I was just feeling so like joyful and happy, and I felt this really renewed like energy to really pursue God and to pray more and to seek him more. And I've just actually been feeling since I've been to confession just that like the desires of my heart are different. Like I want to go to mass more, I want to go to adoration more, I want to pray more. I just want to connect with God in every moment. And I think that was something that I wasn't feeling before. I guess just a little encouragement for you guys. If you're not feeling like you want to seek God in this time of Lent, especially, like it's really hard because it's a time of like sort of desolation. And I think a lot of people feel like spiritual desolation in this time. There is still like a lot of deep fulfillment and deep joy that we can find in this season in seeking God alone. You just have to sort of go through that slightly uncomfortable moment to get to that joy and peace and mercy that Jesus wants to give you. And that's kind of like this time of Lent. We give up things and we choose to go through something uncomfortable so that at the end we can experience more joy in the resurrection of Jesus.